会说我们闪电狼是韩国杀手这个称号。
FW의 장점은 약간 그 초반 기세 싸움 유리한 걸로 약간 굴리자 약간 이런 거에서 강한데 그게 약간 좀 한국 스타일의 약간 강한 느낌이 들어서 FW가 좀 한국 팀 상대로 잘하는 것 같아요.
Betty is just spitting out hell upon King Zone. A triple for him. Flash Wolves are going to go top of the group.
我们对上听众，我们现在大家都非常有，只是因为毕竟我们也是在小组赛赢下了他们2场，所以大家现在对上听众的话。 感觉都蛮有把握的。
아무래도 FW가 이제 그룹 스테이지에서 저희 상대로 2대 0을 했잖아요. 그래서 그 팀 자체가 저희 팀에 이길 수 있다고 생각을 하고 있을 것 같고 약간 그게 좀 독이 될 수도 있다고 저는 생각을 합니다.
很少有国际队伍可以在就是国际赛上面在 BO5打赢韩国队嘛，所以我希望我们可以有机会可以来就是挑战这个历史看看。
Welcome back to the Zenith Arena, where yes. The defensive utility of Tom Kench, but if he can be a roaming buddy with Peanut, that is certainly a very fearsome invade that come through. They end up matching it with a melee support, so it will be Braum versus Alistair, and the safest possible blind pick tank would be the Scion and the top side champion that Khan has had. Not really minced words about, not the biggest fan of playing carries into Scion, but it does fit the draft.
And if they lock this in, this is a very 5-on-5 focused team for Flash.
Almost
this
only.
A complete deviation from that strategy I was talking about earlier, where carry matchups on top side, pushing bottom lanes with ranged supports. This is the complete opposite. They're looking for the 5-on-5. They want to group up, they want to force, and that has been difficult versus teams like Kingzone if they're going for the split.
And there is that Camille for the split push, will eventually outscale the Scion and win that side lane matchup. The question is, can the 5-on-5s happen for Flash Wolves before Khan takes over the entire base?
And I think, honestly, Flash Wolves was saying, do we ban the Tom Kench or do we ban the Camille? Because it's the most obvious answer and been one of the few champions, even out of form, Khan has shown some good Camille performance on earlier this tournament. They elected to ban the Tom Kench. It gives less defensive options to the bot side, but Ezreal Alistair can still be a pretty decent lane and try to hold it in the middle, and Braum is not really looking to abuse the Alistair.
Right, the history you associate with Kingzone for most of the split was Frey and Gorilla absorbing pressure on the bottom side, not calling for jungle pressure, not pushing for first turret. You know, having the top side of the map be the aggressive trio, which Camille, Olaf, and Zoe most definitely is. So this may be more similar to their regular season.
Well, very exciting game to watch for here. Flash Wolves changing up their strategy after being defeated here in Game 1. Many more games to play. It's Game 2 of the best of 5. Kingzone, the pre-tournament favorites, did not look on form in the group stage, but have now looked quite a bit better. Khan and Peanut especially stepping up to the big stage here. Flash Wolves with a new look, hoping they can reverse their fortunes from Game 1. Players on your screen, Summoner's Rift loading in the background. Let's get ourselves in the game.
But we're gonna have to max the top.
And Hanabi is gonna try to run away, but he doesn't have a way out of it. Hextech Ultimatum Flash still available, looks for the slow. Health bar still pretty high. He's gonna walk away without burning the summoner, but now the Flash suppression. They're gonna catch out Prey, and he is gone. First blood, twice in a row for Sword Art.
Mujin again to the bottom side, collapses, and they're able to get the kill. This is without even backing. What a huge relief for the bottom side of Flash Wolves here. The tempo advantage, they get themselves a Drake lead.
I see Don and Gorilla quite low, so I'll pop off the wall, but his health bar is so dangerously low, gets back over. The flash follow Maple should have the damage. Team of Plague will do lethal. And there's the pop picked up 2-0 in this one. Watch out for the bubble. The re-engage, they caught Khan! Oh, he's down through a pair of ultimates. And this is a 4v2 inside the opposing jungle. Looking for the play back in. Can they find BDD? Maple's in a bad spot. Has to channel the ultimate, or the subterranean into the pool of blood. But the re-engage this fight.
Are you kidding me? Flash Wolves, exquisite bottom fight here. Everyone gets out alive for the time being. BDD wants to take that story though.
If that Q landed, that might have been Betty's death, but BDD still wants in. The cooldown's back up soon.
It's even worse than it first appears, guys. This was the teleport down from Khan. Sion even gets time on the top side, and the kills all goes Flash Wolves.
That was a game-breaking bottom lane skirmish here for Flash Wolves. They absolutely smash Kingzone in this. The re-engage where Khan tries to teleport in and jump onto them, but Sword Art stuffs him so quickly on the Braum, and they CC lock him. Skarner ultimate goes down. Absolutely insane stuff here. It starts off though with, of course, the Inferno Drake drawing Gorilla over the wall, and Betty just taking pot shots at him. Takes down all of his health before it even starts.
And the call is to go in. Gorilla both headbutt pulverizes and flashes out. He will die to the delayed Hemoplague. It could have just been one
But
kill.
they re-engage!
Exactly, that's the surprise here. He goes in with Skarner ultimate up to Khan, dies instantly, and this is while BDD can only skip around. He's done nothing at the start of this fight.
And look at how they played this out as
Hitting critical mass and deciding the game in a side lane.
We're looking at some critical damage here on this support. Sword Art chunked down a little bit there, but staying alive, and now the re-engage towards Gorilla. Stuns layered, having to walk back through the slows, and with the headbutt gets some space, but Betty's still in the chase. That's the kill picked up from the side, and now BDD's got to kite away from this one. Should stay alive, but that 5 unanswered kills. BDD's going to run for some space. Oh, you have to believe the chase is there. Killer instinct. The flash popped as well. Betty secures another.
And it looks like they're setting up to dominate this game. 6-0 for Flash Wolves, and they can easily take the Dragon as their reward.
And when you're this far down in turrets, all outers down for the side of Kingzone, where do you put the Zoe? There's nowhere safe. If you can roll through his Muujin with your Righteous Glory, this tendencies fell apart. This is the prototype of a one game for Flash Wolves.
Oh, they're going to find Gorilla in the front lines. Takes up Raw, heads back into Muujin. Looks at the pullback, though, at a BDD. Could be a lot of damage. Peanut very low as well. Can this be a fight? The Kings have cleared around. Killer instinct into the back, but they catch him out. Can they knock down Betty? Yes, there is a trade, but the kills come through fast and furious. BDD goes in for a little bit. It might not be enough. Praise on the chase. Looks for Sword Art, flashing away. He's going to stay alive, and now Maple is here. He's ready to get his kills. And Prey, oh, he's going to get pancaked. Maple takes him out.
Oh my goodness, it looked competitive there for a second because it was a 4v5. Maple hadn't even joined the fight. Once he does, Flash Wolves can push right through mid.
But with the outnumbering, they only managed to trade in fairly even fashion, and they lose the objective, like you mentioned, Kobe. Not enough damage yet onto Prey. Camille caught in no man's land after using the ultimate to guarantee the kill on Betty. They're not getting the value of threats fighting together.
And the only way that wasn't a complete stomp in the 4v5 in the favor of Flash Wolves was because Khan was able to get his stun onto Kaisa, onto Betty when he jumped back in. Let's take another look at the setup. As you said, Freak,
Muujin got the free access onto BDD, but he has the stopwatch. He doesn't die. And then look at the minimap. That was the thing that was lost. We were zoomed in on the action. Vitamins, no way.
right, and that was the re-engage from Betty. If it wasn't for Khan on the Camille instantly reacting and flashing to get that stun, Betty was about to pop off hard, get a triple kill in the backline, and run through. But because they were able to kill him there, they had to wait for Maple to clean it up. Yeah, it's still trying to forge their own path through their jungle, though, and try and contest this Baron.
You know, Baron's a very big objective here. That's going to look for the play. There's a knock up into the back line. They get the suppression in. Looking for the kill here. Is it going to be enough damage? Gorilla goes to kite back and build some more time. They've only got the kill back on a Sword Art, but it's still a 2 for 0. A double kill for Betty, and the chase continues. But the retreat for Kingdom means no more kills picked up.
That should be control of Baron as well. BDD's trying to get some poke damage, but Muujin shrugs it off.
You can tell how far ahead they are. They just ult anyone. They see an Alistar with ult running. They're like, yep, go for it, because they know the Kingzone will try to collapse on the Alistar. And once again, Maple has his summoners to get on, launch up the Hemoplague, take down Prey, and now start the Baron to Flash Wolves.
Seems like it's a playground here for Betty on the Kaisa. Huge front line, plenty of zoning for him to work with, and he is ripping through these team fights.
And they're guaranteeing no one can steal the Baron. Hanabi and Sword Art both playing very far up, looking for Peanut. Even the minion wave helping spend it. Lots of golden pockets, but tier 2 is going to be a safe enough pickup. They go for the ult and they trade it away with Peanut, but it looks like this going to stay. The last 20 seconds of Baron buff. Again, golden pockets could be a play the Kingzone can make. Here comes a dive on towards the backside, and Maple reaches in for Prey. Ezreal might just stay alive, though. Hemoplague, no, is still enough. A a double kill, make it a triple. They're all falling. Kingzone giving up their base.
They're going to be some rich men killing the Nexus here for Kingzone. I mean, for Flash Wolves.
They can just hoard the gold, Kobe. They don't even need it.
They're going to smack him with bags of gold here in this one. It's going to be chocolate inside as the turrets start falling. Both Nexus turrets fall. Kingzone could not possibly defend this siege anymore. 14-1 in kills, 11-1 in turrets. An absolute stomp of a game. Flash Wolves firing back in game 2.
Just about explode the Nexus, and they also explode us into our first true series of the semifinals. We will not have a 3-0 in this one. After game 1, it seemed all the prophecies of Korea's past would come forward and once again be met. But in game number 2, we see that Kingzone can be beat. The early game goes the way of the Flash Wolves, and clean as you like, 26 minutes later, it felt like